One of the nice things about Para is that it is pretty tool agnostic. You can use whatever you want, but because of the flexible, fluid nature of Para, I don't personally recommend using a bullet journal. The only way that I could really see doing this from an analog perspective is if you literally have specific notebooks, field notes notebooks, tiny ones, or even literal file folders for these different things. So if I had a connect the dots file folder. Then if I had a file cabinet, then the top drawer could be projects and then different drawers for each of the statuses. When I'm working on connect the dots as a project, it moves up there. That is the visual metaphor for what we're doing. But in terms of analog, because the information moves so fluidly throughout different stages of Para, it would be tough to do from an analog perspective. I know that Tiago started putting this together and I think still largely uses Evernote for a lot of his Para. I think he may have moved actual Para framework into Notion by now, but a lot of his note-taking and early organization was in Evernote. So projects, areas, research, and archives, all of those existed as a specific notebook in Evernote. And then notes, or projects as they existed, would move throughout these different notebooks. So if I was using Evernote, then a note about podcast prep would start in the research notebook. And then when it was time to do the launch project, it would move into projects. And then once the project was completed, it would move into areas of responsibility. There's also a way to do it in Roam. I've tried this in Roam from a setup perspective, and it gets really squirrely really quick. I wouldn't necessarily recommend using Roam for this, even though it is doable. You could use Trello for this as well, because I really like the kanban board setup. Taskade is another one that you could set up in this way. But what I have used is Notion, and that's what I would recommend getting started with.